himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas.
There he goes! Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Find some fresh air.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago. You see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Jackson will throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Missouri's offense has the ball for the first time. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
They'll run play action. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Grant behind the line. It's Platt. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one splits the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Catch in the middle, it's James. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss.
Breaks away on the left. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Sweet cut there. On the move at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they go back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab. It's Terry. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Dropping back, it's Baker. Pulls it in. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators called drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a...
And And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So the field goal would give them the lead, but in this part of the field, you want to punch it in, and that's what this offense will. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
Rushes on him. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They just keep firing. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Baker. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab over to Miller. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Oh, he's got a chance. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Baker. And his throw is incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And with that, they've taken the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Here's a heat. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Jackson gonna throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And this one is perfect. And they've regained the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has him back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Catch in the middle. It's Terry. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. He now has 115 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air. It's Baker. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Slams ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the D deny them on second and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Missouri! They take the lead with the 6. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on second down for this offense.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Under fire.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive game for this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the right. Spins away from the defender. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's James. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Missouri wants to go fast.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays.
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his...
It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Wants to keep it in the air. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab outside. It's Terry.
Nice second down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up third down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Bowling Green has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over UMass. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He'll throw it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Touchdown, Arkansas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Missouri gets to the line quickly. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Jackson going to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalries.
move.